What's up, Simply Fab fam?
We're back with a new video, and today we are back with a Latina dating a black man.
Yes, since this is like so popular, you know, and like we got a lot of
viewers loved it.
Loved it, yeah.
And we have now been together for 3 years, so we're gonna give our feedback on that. You know, like what has our experience been like, and I think we need to make an updated video because now we're parents too, so yeah, so we're gonna do an updated video and share with you guys what's been going on.
Yes.
All right, so I think Deontay and I have adjusted to the different cultures and the way we were raised and stuff like that. You are very Americanized, and I have my my ways and my views and things like that, and so I think I've rubbed off a little bit on Deontay, and there's some things that Deontay's rubbed off on me.
I mean, that's just how it is though in a relationship. Y'all rub off on each other, you know, so you pick up things from one another, you know, like you just said, I learned a lot from you and you learned a lot from me, you know. So, and I think we adjusted pretty good, you know. And you know me, babe, I stick to what's right, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of things and a lot of your beliefs and stuff, I see that, you know, I believe in them, you know what I mean? So that's the only reason why I changed for them, because if I didn't believe in your beliefs, then I wouldn't have changed for them, you know what I'm saying? And it's probably kind of like vice versa too, right? Like, you feel like, you know, I have some good viewpoints on things and then not so good viewpoints on things too, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's all about, you know, just coming to common ground with each other. You know?
Exactly, common ground. I like that. I like that idea. It's not that you're going to fully change for someone else, but just a common ground where you can have some perspectives on life that are, you know, the same, and you agree, and you know, you kind of balance that out.
Yeah. So in our last video that we did of black men dating Latinas, we got a lot of good feedback, and then, you know, a lot of not so good feedback. You know, so the good thing about us is we don't let anything bother us, you know, because there's a lot of hateful things said about us.
It's just general things. We're speaking it, you know, very generally. It's not like to attack anyone. It's just like from our perspective, like how, you know, we view a certain topic or a certain, you know, group. Like, it's just how we view things. It's not there to offend anyone and hurt anyone, and you know, we've gotten attacked
a lot
in all areas. I think we've gotten, you know, so it's like nice to share that with people, because people like to feel like they can relate to something, and also people like to know, I think, before they, I don't know, go in situations. Like, I've always done things in my life and then like kind of like researched, you know, before I did something. So I think some people want to like research this perspective online, you know, before they get into a relationship.
Exactly, yeah. And like she said, I mean, you're not going to agree with everything we say, you know, and we're not going to agree with everything out there. Like, it's a perspective. If you don't like it, if you don't agree with it, then that's completely fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I see people and I don't agree with their perspective, you know, I don't really judge it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's their perspective, you know what I mean? You have your own rights to you know, be who you want, date who you want, you know. I don't really care, you know. It seems like around this interracial dating, you know, it has a lot of like, just like a lot of hate and a lot of love at the same time, you know. A lot of people love to see interracial couples, and at the same time a lot of people don't want to see it, you know, which I don't understand why not, you know. Like, it's just like love is everywhere, love is every color, love is everything, you know what I'm saying? And you love what you love, you know. You can't really, like, you can't really knock somebody for, you know, picking who they want, you know. It just doesn't make sense, you know. So this is our perspective, you know, and if y'all want to take it and it helps y'all, then cool. And if you don't agree with this perspective, then you are entitled to your opinion, you know. But at the end of the day, we really don't care. So
I think it's important to own who you are, and I think it's important to have a partner who's confident in who he is, because like I said, now, you know, that we're parents, I want Deontay to pass down like positive things, you know, from his culture and skin color, and like just positive things, you know, things that can build confidence in someone and not like make them like have to fear. Like, sometimes, like, obviously, like, you fear, it's normal to fear like traffic stops and things like that, you know, because of how the media portrays everything. But it's it's just all about understanding one another and having compassion. I think that's the biggest thing that's like missing from like humans and, you know, people nowadays, is like having compassion for each other. So that's the main thing I see that's so important, is for him to instill confidence in our son.
Yeah, and that's my ultimate goal, you know, is to, you know, just look at, you know, my life, you know, and all the positives and all the negatives that I've seen, you know, in my character, and really owning, you know, just who you are, like you said, you know, owning what you're good at and owning what you're not so good at, you know, like, everybody in this world has strengths and everybody has weaknesses, you know, it's just how the world goes, you know, and you know, when you have confidence though, like, you own it, you know what I'm saying, like, your strengths, you go really, really hard, and your weaknesses, you give it all you got, you know, and that's what you need to do, you know. So, you know, we're just two imperfect souls that found one another, and, you know, just felt like this was right, you know, and that's why we got this YouTube page going, and that's why we stand strong in our relationship, you know, and stand strong with all the negatives and the positives that we get. You know, we appreciate the positives, you know, but with the negatives, you know, it's just a viewpoint. It's our perspective. It's how we think and how, you know, we live our lives, you know. So, yeah. So I think
he became more vegetarian.
Yeah, that is crazy, yeah.
Right.
That's probably like one of the craziest things that happened with our relationship.
And the best things for your health.
Yes, man, she has changed my health around like 360. You know, like, before I got with her, I was eating not so healthy, you know, I was eating a lot of meat, you know, and which is nothing's wrong with meat. I mean, if you want to do you, you know what I'm saying? I just think it's better for my health not to eat a lot of meat, you know. So I've been still eating chicken, but I've been more on like the vegetarian side, you know, of my health now. You know, I wouldn't say because of you, you know, because I don't do things for other people. I looked at, you know, what are the benefits, you know, for having this type of diet, and it's been really helping, you know. It's been making me feel better, you know. It seems like I don't have a lot of brain fog. It seems like I don't have a lot of brain fog anymore, you know, with the different types of food that I eat now, and it's just incredible, you know. So I would say, you know, us getting together, you know, you definitely changed my life and my perspective in a positive way, you know.
Thank you, right? That's awesome. I like sharing that because it's just the truth, you know. It's just some truths about the food industry that is a bit disturbing, and so, you know, when you look into that, it's like, how could you not want to do better, you know? How could you not want to at least raise your child for the first few like years, the important years, you know, of their development, how their relationship with food develops, like all that stuff is interesting to me, you know, and I like sharing it.
Yeah, like I said, I like your perspective. I like, you know, you're moving in a positive direction, and that's what I like about you, you know. With, you know, if y'all haven't yet, go check out the circumcision video that we uploaded with that, you know. I really agree.
Oh yeah, also check out, I have to add this, also check out a very good documentary on Prime Video. It is called The Red Pill, and it covers basically like this feminist. She went on to do this documentary to cover men's rights issues, and it was just so interesting how she was never exposed to that. Like, I mean, neither was I, you know. When I watched the documentary, I didn't know about most of that. I mean, I knew about the one thing about circumcision, and it just opened my eyes to men's rights issues, and it kind of like opens your eyes about feminism too. So I think it's very interesting. I highly recommend you guys to check it out. If you do, let me know your thoughts in the comments.
We would love to hear y'all perspective on interracial couples and black men dating Latinas, or black men dating white women.
Men's rights issues, or women's rights issues, anything.
Exactly, yeah. You know, we would love to hear from y'all, you know, so make sure to leave it down in the comments. You know, what y'all think, you know. How do y'all view the world? How do y'all view interracial dating, you know, and just like you said, women's rights and men's rights. How do y'all view that? You know, we would love to hear.
All right. So make sure you guys subscribe if you're new here. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and we'll see you in our next one.
Deuces.